Good morning and welcome back to our second match day. This is the Mixed World Championship from Academy Lanes, Haverhill, Mass. Howard-Bouley on lane 34 has a 3-1 split for MGS Construction. And New England Flooring and Backsplashes on lane 33. Rosetti gets 3. Paul Grant, Bob Lee, Greg Gouillart with you. A thrilling first match today, match number 16. Scott Soroyce, an improbable 169 for the 1-7-10 Hurricanes with the upset of a Harry's All-Stars. Catch that rebroadcast on Spread Eagle Productions later today. And subscribe for free on YouTube to Spread Eagle Productions.
What an absolute treat to start this Sunday morning for the third highest tournament single in these mixed worlds.
Second of 6 matches, 21 overall, 22 teams, 21 matches, 3 days. 5 on Friday, 10 yesterday, and 6 today. That's the second match. All separate broadcast. Lexi has 4. 4 horsemen plus the 9, the 10, 1 piece of wood. Rosetti, it's 2. Nice shot, let go! Almost, what a try! 9-pin wouldn't carry.
That gosh darn inner pin.
Lori, nice ball there, but won't go either. 8 to the left, 6-10 to the right, 2 pieces of wood. Lori, 44 years old, from Drake, Mass, originally Burlington, Mass. High average of 122 for a career, right now 99. It's a 9 to start. The first 2 boxes, same for Lexi, 2 9s, 18 through 2, tied early on. 2 points for a win, 1 for a tie. We'll have to find out Penny Lane won their first match undefeated going into today. $10,000 first place prize, top 5 get paid, $5,000 for second place, all the way down. Sharon Britton, future bowler on the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour this fall, 18-week season, bowling twice a month. Gets 6 to 1, 8, 6, and 10. Definitely a top 10 potential talent. Deb Regan on the left, on lane 33 for New England Flooring. 42-year-old, high single of 191, goes right. High triple 454, high 5 728. Sharon Britton, nice ball. It's a beautiful shot for a 10. Deb a 6 to start. 4-pin lead early on for MGS Construction. Captain Dean Sullivan. Sharon from Haverhill, Mass. Bunch of ballers. Jordan Britton, who hosts the Candlepin Corner podcast with Corey Lisi. Caitlin Britton, another bowler. And Lane, the coach Britton, father bowls. Sharon's average 101 as a Caleri. Deb trying to bounce back. Tough lead to 5, 6, and 10, 1 piece of wood. Sharon's high single 143, high triple 415. Leads up the head pin. She bowls out of Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass. Haverhill, Mass, Academy Lanes. This is 2.6-pound bowling balls. Alexis. You are the new president of the New Hampshire Candlepin Bowling Association. What an honor.
Thank you, yeah.
So what are your responsibilities?
right. I'm super new into it, so I'm excited to just bring some new mindset to it, some new ideas. I think, there's a lot in the community that's coming up, we see that aren't involved with associations, so I'm excited to bring some of that to it, We've got a tournament committee going on now, so that's pretty cool. Get some new ideas in there, so.
Yeah, I'd love to get the women's game going. We'll get the women's double event September 10th in Exeter, maybe next year at your place, but
absolutely.
We need to get a committee of women to really come together and put aside differences and try to work together and figure out what we can do to promote the women's game.
Absolutely, yeah. There's lots of ideas I've got floating in my mind, so I don't think they know what's really in my brain.
Yeah.
But
Same here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes.
Well, congratulations,
Thank you.
New Hampshire Candlepin Bowling Association President.
Thank you.
Alexis.
Super excited.
Do I call you Alexis Howard-Bouley or Bouley?
Yeah, Bouley. Whatever. Alexis, Lexi.
We'll call you Lexi.
I've answered to worse. No worries.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Howard-Bouley, New Hampshire Candlepin Bowling Association president. Mike Walker, the Maine Candlepin Bowling Association president. Matt Soucy on lane 34 has 6 left up.
2 object punch-outs.
Dave Chestercove in the gutter, that won't count. Tough break, 6. Sharon Britton before that, 2 10s, 20 through 2. Deb Regan, a 6 and a 10, 16 through 2. Soucy, a tough 4. He threw a 184 in the Atlantic Candlepin singles tour against Chris Winiards. Chris threw a 142, and in the same string, Matt threw a 184. He threw a 142 and he was by 42.
And then Soucy won over Winchell with, he averages about 110 in the tournament. I need to look at the exact number. I remember his strings were either way above or way below enough to win in the ACST.
Yeah, he beat Josh Taylor in the first round, and John Winchell in the second round. He's going to bowl the winner of Nate Lees and Keith Beaupre for the conference finals. Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, Northern Conference. If you want to bowl in the ACST, contact Danny Finn, Finn, out of Ryan Family Amusements or on Facebook Messenger. If you want to bowl in Maine, contact Matt Huff or Mark Weber for the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour coming to Maine this September. Matt Soucy trying to bounce back in that 4. Dave trying to bounce back in that 6. Strange setup of the wood, the pins in the wood. Pins moved over, and he drills it. Nice 10.
10 it is. That kingpin was slightly off spot. The headpin did trip out on that second ball, even though he didn't get it.
Dave at 9, 15 through 2. Matt's a 115 league bowler. Keith Beaupre, red hot Keith Beaupre, birthday boy yesterday. Keith, 31 years old now. League average of 118, but it's soaring back. Approaching 120 the way he's bowling lately. High single was 193, threw a 194 2 weekends ago in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles to a playoff match against Bruno DeFeo. High triple 461, high 5 714, high 10 1362 out of Lynn, Mass. Both are the Metro Bowl in Peabody, Mass, and Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass, bowling for over 26 years. And what only fitting a strike for the birthday boy plus 1 day.
Happy birthday again.
A rare smile on his face. He's all business on the lanes. Dave Hodge Mallahan has a pack of 5. Some call it the hay bale. Let's go about 31% for pro bowls that would, according to Spread Eagle Production stats.
I believe it was this sleeve that Bob was confounded how it makes just about as often as, if not more than the check mark, which is missing that back pin.
Eight for Hodge. We call him Hodgie. Keith Beaupre working a strike in lane 34. 5-pin lead right now for MGS Construction. Keith Beaupre, the only mark on the board. We'll add to that now. We're triple on that 194 string. 2-1 split has the 2-4 and the 10. Hodge coming back 8 has the 3 and the 5. 2 pieces of wood.
Including one between the pins, only just.
Hodge, 108 league bowler, 124 career best. Beaupre. Oh, what a shot! Wow! A spare! He's all fired up! 20 through 1, 30 the ball through 2. Wow!
2, 4, 10, spare on strike.
Hodge at 10, 18 through 2. Dan Legge coming up. Putting the floor, Dean Sullivan on the right for MGS Construction, the captain.
It's a fun day here at Academy Lanes. 11 matches in progress, but of course 44 lanes here in Haverhill.
4 more to go after this, Greg. 21 matches overall, 22 teams.
Going down the stretch in this round-robin tournament.
Top
wins.
Top prize $10,000. Dean Sullivan, check mark. As usual on the head pin. again. Legge has the 6 and the 9. Sullivan, good try. Nudged the 7, wouldn't go. Again on this object pin. No surprise there. And Legge got robbed there.
Yeah, I was worried that piece of wood wasn't quite covering.
I looked everywhere. I went through every single one.
Sullivan at 10. 3 for 3 in the object pin. 10 for Legge. Hey, you want to do some play-by-play, Greg?
Don't mind if I do.
Right ahead, Greg.
And right on cue, Dean Sullivan drops 8. Legge has the annoying leave where the head pin buzzes the 2 pin. Although the wood is angled diagonally towards the 4 and 5. Sullivan's try, spare. 10 and a spare to start. Legge does the best he can, but indeed, that middle pin is the toughest one to get on that leaf. Gets it now for 10. MGS Construction. With 3 marks between Keith Beaupre and Dean Sullivan are off to a hot start. Now back to the top of the order with Lori Rosetti and Lexi Howard-Bouley. Lori bowls out of Woburn, Mass. Three pins took out the 4, 8, and 9. Lexi out of Leda Lanes in Nashua. Took out the middle 2 rows, so has the 1, 7, 8, and 9. Good second ball from Rosetti. Gets the 3 and 6 left. Bouley, sidewall kick, pin headed towards the 8. The cap didn't make it there. Again, thank you to all 26 of you watching live on Bowling Nerd Network right now. We have bowling coverage all day, as Paul and I mentioned. Lexi gets an 8 and... Sorry, Lori gets an 8 and Lexi a 9. For a 16-pin gap. All day action, still have 4 matches to go after this, and of course, plenty that happened on Friday and Saturday. The videos on demand are here on Bowling Nerd Network and on YouTube on Spread Eagle Productions. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Pins are still mixing for Lexi. She's got 1 and 2 taken out late, so the 4 and 7 is there. Flat piece of wood in front is going to make this difficult. We'll see if she tries to use it or dodge it. Lexi with the 4, 5, 7. With a piece of wood that's definitely treacherous. Trying to sweep shot. Best possible effort, I would say. It looked angled, but hit the cap. Bouley gets around the wood and spares. Forgive me if I'm slightly distracted. I'm multitasking the spreadsheet and the commentary. Foul ball hit the channel wood, so an 8-box for Rosetti to bring up 34 through 4. And a quick check on the scoreboard reveals MGS Construction decidedly in front to start out. Deb Regan, no stranger to TV. 4 horsemen to start. Britton finds the head pin and gets a check mark at 7. That piece of wood and back for Regan looks more in the way than anything, unless it forms a guide. Third ball. Regan gets her 10. Britton Britton's got a challenge now. Picks up 2 pins. That moves to 27 through 3. Regan gaining about half a mark with a good out there.
Okay.
How's it going out there, Bob?
Well, Paul Grant is selling WoW shirts. He's had a couple of customers out there. No, it's still very early going. It can be very deceptive after 2 because a lot of the marks are in the second string, so it just look like 10 pins, and the leads are not necessarily representative yet. So I'm gonna do a full survey after the 4th.
Those shirts are supporting a good cause, Candlepins for Cancer.
That's right. Yeah, Regan. Sharon Britton.
Tricky outs coming up here. Regan might try to slice that 2 into the 7. Does so. Good. Got the deflection with the ball to get it to go. Britton's 8 on the 3rd ball. Keeps the advantage. Decidedly MGS's favor.
Dave Chestercove and Matt Soucy, one of the hottest bowlers this past month. You talk about who had a 189 in, I believe it was 189 in ACST play. Made his way through the ranks. He's going to be appearing in the Northern Conference ACST championships, I believe, against
Chestercove takes out 2.
winner of the Nate Lee's match, Keith Beaupre. Chestercove managed to get the 3-6 and nothing else, huh?
Somehow found a way. He lists his home lanes as his home. None, parentheses, my house.
He was moved down South Shore recently, so after living in New Hampshire in recent years.
Commentator on the show New England Candlepins, and our pleasure to say, on Spread Eagle Productions. Wood betrays him, he kicks it on the right side, and he ends up with 7 as a result. Chance for Soucy to gain some pins on the 3rd ball, 1-7. Got the head pin, yes, he gets his 10 box. And we see here a 17 pin edge.
On the backs of a great start from Keith Beaupre. Strike spare.
The now belated birthday boy off to a hot start again.
I heard that he and Michelle celebrated his birthday with McDonald's. They had a coupon for 40 McNuggets.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Sat on the edge and went over their day. It was a good day.
Beaupre averaging 116 in this tournament. Matt Soucy up on the left lane, averaging 111. Chestercove got on the object pin, but not to be too full. Two pins left for each. Status quo continuing to benefit MGS Construction. These two teams tighten the standings. And now here he comes, Keith Beaupre. Versus Dave Mallahan of New England Flooring.
Currently the holder of the Academy Lanes high single.
Beaupre, yes. And you can watch that on YouTube as well. Beaupre always with that fiery delivery left over on the tripped out the head pin.
Who says a little 44-mile-an-hour pitch doesn't do any good?
Don't mind if I do.
You missed the head pin.
Mallahan 189. Got on the wood. It tripped out the head pin from behind. Didn't get back.
If anything, I think the head pin fell down. It might be over the deadwood line. Dan Legge's going to check it out.
The line's 2 feet in front of the pin plate, and it has to be removed.
Sending him back. That one also. Oh, yeah.
He's
2 for 1.
He's got to do everything around here.
And he's anchoring. Coming back with 2 pins.
That's good the pin got away. There's still 2 pieces of wood, including one he could possibly trip on. Got on the intersection, yes. It flies over that other piece of wood that was in the way.
Just for comparison, Dave Hodges throwing a nice ball at 33 miles an hour. Keith Beaupre's last pitch was 44. Scott Douglas right next to him. These are the 2 fastest balls in the game right now. Scott Douglas just threw that one on the left, 43 miles an hour. Just so you get a sense of what the speed is out of the hand. Haji dropped 8. Beaupre in the bonus here.
Sparefield had pin a little full, but the 4 trips anyway.
That could easily have been the big 4, but it looked like he counted the 3 pin off the right wall in front of the 6 pin all the way across, and it cleared out the 4 pin for him. Now he has a good look at his spare. Plays the wood. Ooh, not there though. Looks like he was aiming for the pins though. That was not intended.
That's usually what happens when they make that follow through. They mimic that follow through.
9 for Haji. And a match. All right, 10 for Haji, sorry, 9 for Beaupre.
66 through 4, 26 over. Dean Sullivan, Dan Legge.
Sullivan's in the bonus. You know, some people think that him wearing tank tops is out of some sort of disrespect, but he actually has a very sensitive shoulder, and he's had to actually tear on his right arm when his arm is moving.
What a spare!
Legge with the spare, sorry.
Against the hay bale.
Sullivan needs to keep that right arm free, otherwise he gets abrasions and it really bothers him in his game.
And after a 9 fill, it's spare again.
Plus he gets to show off his tats.
Sweet egg, absolutely. Two spares for both of the anchor bowlers, and we see the advantage ballooning quickly for MGS Construction. 43 pins. Spare fill apiece. 4 for Legge. That's supposed to be Dave Chestercove's sleeve.
Legge throwing 36. Sullivan throwing 35 on those last pitches.
They're bowling like they've got a train to catch. I put my head down one moment, and the next thing you know, Legge's got his ball in the lane. Sullivan's try, 1-3-7, doesn't work out, or does it? Nope, 7-pin didn't quite make it to the 1-3. Legge slams into the wood and gets an 8-box for a 42 through 4. And Sullivan's 9, 45 through 4. Taking a quick look at the scoreboard here, we see there is
Scores are matching. The official scoreboard match is yours, Greg.
fantastic. 1 spare on the board for New England Flooring. MGS Construction has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marks, including this one. Howard-Bouley is filling. Washed out 7. And now we see it is a true 44-pin advantage as all the marks come off the board. Rosetti takes out 6. 1, 3, 6, and 8. Lexi on the head pin. Outside ball didn't quite make it to the 10. Good pin. Rosetti has a harder configuration. Head pin got on the wood, rang around the 3-pin. Didn't quite do it. It will be a 9 and a 53 half for Howard-Bouley. A solid 44 half for Rosetti, nothing below 8.
10 for Rosetti.
Remember, it's a round-robin tournament, 22 teams, 21 matches throughout these 3 days. Most wins wins $10,000. It's as simple as that.
Speaking of which, Greg, the next matchup down on lanes, I believe it's 14 and 15 on the far left, will be between Penny Lane and Coca-Cola. We're both in that battle for $10,000.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
I think I figured out how to get a stream down there. It's not. We'll try for a live stream. I may send Paul down there with his packet, and I'll run the television lanes with you. We can switch back and forth to keep tabs on that. But that is what. That's what my producer's mind is saying right now.
That's a Spread Eagle Productions way. We want to show you the best bowlers however we can. So we thank you so much for all of you for watching, and all the bowlers for their help as well in making that possible.
Thanks also to Frank DeLuca for bringing in an extra router for us and setting this up. I'm gonna go prepare Paul for that match. If you can handle the action here for just for a little bit longer.
Thank you very much, Bob. I beg your pardon, this is Sharon Britton. Got that annoying leave again, 4, 5, and 7. Regan with that cross lane delivery, got the pocket, his trip out in the back, and his triangle number 2 as a result. On the wood, didn't quite make it to the 7. It kicked sideways for Sharon Britton.
Doesn't take long to set up. That's the beauty of it.
Regan! Oh, the 4-pin got hit, but wouldn't drop.
I just started.
You can see the exasperation. Picks up a pin. Britton. Deja vu. 4, 5, and 7. The lady out of Riverwalk Lanes. Regan, who still bowls all over New Hampshire. That's the 4 and 9. Wood in front of the 4. Oh my! Gotta carry him off the piece of wood. Britton drives the wood into the 4, ball carries to the 5, and the wood carries back to the 7. Regan's try, gets a shot of her own, another billiard shot. Wood carrying into the 4 and 9. Scores are there, 271 to 219. Mark's starting to come back on the board. Right in line for the explosive Matt Soucy and our colleague Dave Chestercove. Right and left, respectively.
It's a lavalier mic.
Soucy, big time mix. Got everything except the head pick. Chestercove, a smooth ball down the lane, split. 3 and 1.
What we do is we'll do it for
2 pieces of wood, making a V behind the head pin. Soucy got the target.
Title,
Chestercove shot it off the sidewall, didn't get the 6. A big bit off the wall. It'll be a 9. The huge blue section, the middle section of the 3 sections we have here at Academy Lanes. Looking over to my left, the place is packed. Action on all the lanes, and a bunch of screaming bowlers and supporters in the back. Soucy has a 2-fill, and it's a 46 half. Chestercove's got a chance at the 3-pin. Paul Grant is back here, and Paul, we've got a match that seems to have quickly gotten growing apart for MGS Construction. How's it looking down there as you travel through the lanes?
Well, we're getting ready. We're going to do a separate broadcast for Coca-Cola and Penny Lane next match.
Yes.
With Dan Esdale on the technology. That'll be clueless on that one. And Coca-Cola with 2 losses and Penny Lane undefeated through 16 games. Unbelievable. Coca-Cola needs to win to have a chance to get the top prize of $10,000.
Not just in, Penny Lane's still undefeated. So we are looking forward to that matchup. Just like we had the special Tom Ulster versus Craig Holbrook, that will also be on Bowling Nerd Network, or it'll be on Spread Eagle Productions, I beg your pardon, since I believe we'll have to record that. But you'll see that one way or another, and we hope you enjoy that. This is Keith Beaupre. 66-4.
Had a strike, spare 9 in the 9 box. Incredible start for the birthday boy plus 1 day. 31 years old.
Even belated birthday gifts are a good one.
When he keeps his head in the game, he's a dangerous bowler. He's a top 5 bowler, top 10 bowler easily. Sometimes he gets off, he gets a little rattled. Good try there.
Perhaps.
He's done a much better job focusing on his game.
Perhaps so, but he's getting better at it.
Getting mentally tougher up there in the lanes.
Mallahan put a good second ball in it, but left the 6-10, taking out the entire.
Look up for Sharon
Center
Britton,
left.
too. She's a good young up-and-coming bowler. She's going to be on the ACS team next year with Kate Penn and Faye Sawyer.
Mallahan betrayed by the woods, so Keith Beaupre gains 2 more pins. Total pinfall does determine tiebreakers, just in case it comes down to that.
I did find out actually from Nate Lees last night that if it's tied for the top spot, there will be a 1-string roll-off. Only for the top prize, I'm told. So it will be a 1-string roll-off if 2 teams tie, but Penny Lane right now has a 2-string, 2-win lead.
Goodness knows I'd love to see free bowling.
And they're winning now also in match 17 of 21. 5 on Friday, 10 yesterday, 6 today. This is our second one. 6.
Beaupre sidewall carom. Took out the 137 somehow. That was extraordinary. Mallahan wayward on the 10 pick. I try not to harp on this too much. I didn't want to be too much of a broken record on, well, everything, but...
Just the typical 85-6 for Keith Beaupre.
But what I wanted to say is it's just great to all be back here together. We remember a couple of years ago, we weren't sure when we'd be able to do this again. And now, you look around and the place is packed, and it's just a pleasure to be out here watching live bowling and bringing it all to you.
Academy Lanes, Haverhill, Mass. Mixed World Championship here. I'm Paul Grant, Craig Gouillart, and Bob Lee. Bob Lee with the update here.
No, I'm just making sure we're set up for that next match I was telling you about. Here you have to see it. Coca-Cola versus Penny Lane being Freeman. Both teams holding on to first and second place, a 2-game lead for Penny Lane, trying to stay undefeated. This is going to be their biggest challenge.
Sullivan 3-6-10 or soft?
Back to you, Greg.
Thanks very much. Dan Legge took a good bit at that 1, 2, 8, and 9, and left the 9.
I think our sponsor, Merrimack Valley Foot Specialist, Dr. David Greenblatt, the leader, outstanding person, high integrity, very compassionate doctor. Had foot surgery last December 2nd, years of searing pain, and we talked about issues and treatments and surgery was the best option. And he said it was the worst looking injury he's ever seen for a toe. And within a few weeks, I was totally pain-free. And ever since then, no issues at all. So great doctor, Dr. David Greenblatt.
Strike for Legge.
62 Brown Street, Haverhill, Mass. Merrimack Valley Foot Specialist, where it's no pain in all gain.
Thank you so much for the sponsorship.
They're located next to Holy Family Hospital in Haverhill as well.
Sullivan third ball, $7.
Expected to see Tom Holster yesterday. He was the high scorer of the game we covered. Very emotional interview too with him. Catch on Spread Eagle Productions on YouTube.
Such a treat to watch him back. He came.
And bowled in 18 years. He's up from Naples, Florida for the summer.
Resides in Florida, but came back up here for the summer. And is doing a lot of bowling with Aaron Fontaine, his teammate here. And in another league as well, as I understand.
A shout out to the Lady Bowlers too. The women's doubles event September 10th, Exeter Lanes, next New Hampshire. So we'll give 6 more teams, 6 doubles. Female bowlers. 10 o'clock shift September 10th. Please contact myself, Paul Grant, Faye Sawyer, Amanda Carroll, Mario Johnson, Mona Lamar up in Maine. Amanda Carroll, I lost track of all the names. So just contact one of us if you want to bowl 220 cap as of May 1st, 2022.
Setting on the diamond, yes!
Potential $2,500 plus first place prize. Maybe $3,000. September 10th, women's doubles event, Exeter, New Hampshire. Back to you, Greg.
Howard tripped out a late pin, 1-2 remaining. Look at the marks starting to accumulate for New England flooring. It's starting to become a bit of a closer affair down the stretch. 70-7 for Lexi. Now we get to see Rosetti fill one of those marks and start to close the gap. You see the reaction. 64-7. Howard, another look at this sleeve. 1, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 10. It's pretty when it goes. Rosetti back on the pocket. Doesn't get the carry she was after. Both bowlers down to their last 5 pins, so the third ball could still have some significance. Rosetti took her time against the hay bale. Gets a 6 box. And Lexi with a perfect 10 to pick up 4 pins. Now Regan and Britton both on marks.
Doesn't get much better than this, the mixed worlds. Academy Lanes, Haverhill, Mass. Here. Oh, look at that quarter, yikes. Home of the U.S. Invitational last year. World Tournament this year in November. Veterans Day week will be the right here, World Tournament in November. Academy Lanes, Haverhill, Mass. Check out the new bar and restaurant, brand new. Looks gorgeous. Spacious, really nice looking. Mixed drinks, alcohol, food.
We can tell you. We got back on the headband. No.
Back to you, Greg.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry to cut that off.
My bad.
Regan gets a fine out of that. So after a 2 fill becomes an 8 box. Sorry, I beg your pardon, a 1 fill becomes an 8 box and 64-7. Pulling double duty with the scoreboard and the play-by-play. Might have to give it back to you at some point. We'll see. Deb Regan. Just a 5-pin off spot. We've seen that before. Matt Soucy had that situation happen to him earlier. A TV legend and an up-and-comer. Deb Regan and Sharon Britton. Regan on on the wood, still has 4 left, the 2, the 5-ish, the 8 and the 10. Britton's try, yes! Chance to get onto triple-digit pace with a good fill here, but first, that Regan is 72 through 8, I should mention first. First, we see Matt Soucy versus Dave Chestercove on a spare. Two teams tighten the standings. DC got a sidewall bounce and gets a 5 fill on the spare. Soucy took out the right side. So taking a look at the scores now, first of all, we'll confirm we do have one open mark apiece for one unfilled mark, I should say, for each team. So it is a 53-pin gap. Don't forget, we got plenty of bowling all day here on Bowling Nerd Network. Still 4 matches to go after this. Don't forget, like and follow Bowling Nerd Network on Facebook so that you're always in the know about our future videos. Chestercove unlucky to only get 1 on a decently placed ball, 63 through 7. Soucy's try. Goes out 4 and gets 8.
Oh yeah, I have it.
Matt Soucy, we remember from the ACST Pro Division. Dave Chestercove, triangle and a 7-pin. Scratching his head, wondering how you could carry that extra pin. Soucy too full. Status quo favoring MGS Construction at the moment. Team in blue. Well, mostly. Soucy got a huge sidewall bounce. That's got everyone's attention. Took out the 4-pin and left a 2-7. There we go, 72 through 8. Paul, do you want to take it from here, or what do you want to do?
It's up to you. If you want to do, I'll do this one. No, it's up to you.
Go ahead.
I'm going to read in your parade, taking turns here. Give a voice a rest. Thank you, Greg.
I could definitely use it. It's been an exhausting day.
I'll get some sleep tonight. Dave Hodgie, 54 through 6 on lane 34. Keith Beaupre having a great string, 85 through 6, open on 33 as 3. Hodgie a spare. Beaupre's open. Dave Bowen says 9 years old, 196 high single, high triple 489, impressive high 5 at 769, high 10 14, high 20 at 2589. You're seeing some of the best bowlers in the world here this weekend. Been on TV 34 times, 12 on Stars and Strikes, 32 times on Comcast. And a boatload more. Bob Lee.
I have some updates from through 8 in most cases down the lanes. Team Coca-Cola has a narrow lead over High-Low Dispensary. They're trying to hold on to second place. Universal Screening leads by 30 over Academy Chuckers. Price's Wood Flooring has a 20-pin lead, but have three bonus balls coming up. Huff Power Sports leads over Nothing to Lose. Stars and Strikes by 45 over PC Enterprises. Penny Lane remaining undefeated, but they're in a tight one, leading by 22 over Team Goat. JD's Seamless Gutter also in the race for third place. 20-pin lead over the 1-7-10 Hurricanes, who just had the upset over here. Marcotte Ford leads by 20 over Drywall Concepts. Another upset in the making there. Harry's All-Stars is back, regained their footing. They're up by 25 with a lead in the balls. Bottom Shelf leads by 50 over D Generation X to our left. And that's the update.
Thanks, Bob Lee. All right, while we were away, getting the update from Bob Lee, Keith, the 9 to 10, 104 through 8. IG had a spare 8, 72 through 7 to 10, 82 through 8. Anchor ball is Dan Legge in the right for New England Flooring, drills 8, has the 6 and 10, 51% chance to convert. Dean Sullivan on 33, again in the head pin, 71 through 6, open. Had a spare 9 and a spare 7 in the second and third boxes. Legge a spare. On strike. 72 through 6, 82 in the ball through 7. Dean Sullivan, Manchester, New Hampshire, originally from Thousand Oaks, California. Bowls at a very high level, very competitive bowler, and a great year. Has won some big games, big tournaments too. Nice try, almost.
Got over to the corner.
This team was part of the winning team, of the Cheetah Rose tournament in extra lanes. His Sunday monthly pro league was clinching shots to win their playoff half, second half of the season. It's 10. 81 through 7. Dean's average around 118, between 118 and 119. High single 193, high triple 450. From the recent Candlepin Kansas qualifying rounds, he placed number 2. He has 1 Pro Series quarter on the spare for Dan Legge, 83 through 7. Dean has 1 Pro Series title under his belt. Headpin again, triangle. Those go about 45% for pro bowlers on wood. Legge, look at this. Pin hit. 4 to go. Dean won the Outrun the Bear championship twice and 7-time winner of King of the Palace. Good try. The object pin won't go. I'm amazed how many times he gets robbed.
Those triangles just have been stubborn all day.
Like I said in the podcast, Dean Sullivan and Brian Kroll, the two most bowlers get robbed a lot in shots. It seemed like a lot of times around their object pin. Not every time, but more times than not. And they're sometimes too full, too accurate. Sullivan at 91 and Dan Legge at 91 through 8. 2 boxes to go. 37-pin lead for MGS Construction. Lexi on lane 34 gets 3. 80 through 8 coming in. Rosetti 70 through 8 here. Got a spare 1 in the 7th box. Has a Caleri.
As that slight bounce play approaches, she steadies herself to make sure she's truly ready to go before she delivers.
She was part of the 2001 Canadian Candlepin Team Championships, has a 2-time winner for the Women's International Team Champs. In addition, 2-time New Hampshire State's Mixed Doubles Championship, and has New Hampshire State Ladies Team title as well. 44-year-old is still very competitive. Lexi with a 9, 89 through 9. Rosetti for a 10, gets 8, 78 through 9.
We've seen these teams already, all of them on Spread Eagle Productions and on Bowling Nerd Network with the videos on demand. We hope you'll check them out and all our great content on Facebook, Bowling Nerd Network, and YouTube, Spread Eagle Productions.
Tonight, sometime tonight around 8:30 or so, 8:30 or so, we'll have the Candlepin Corner live broadcast with Corey Lisi and Jordan Britton. Live chat available, Candlepin Corner, check for notifications on Facebook. Sometime this evening, time to be determined. Lori wanted that strike. Gotta love the intensity of her. She was so into it, as most bowlers are. Some hide their emotions. She clearly shows them. Lexi gets 7 as the 2, 4, and 7.
Emotion for everyone. It is mixed worlds after all.
Missed it to the left. Beside herself. Not her game. why you have an average. 7 for Lexi. 96 string. She had a 15-year layoff, so she's done pretty good this weekend. Gloria 9 wasn't there. Gesture upset. 87 for her.
Slight fumble, but the scores are correct as you see. 36 pins, MGS plus a ball as well. Right now.
Sharon Britton on that bonus. Has the post, 5 fill. 80 through 8. Deb Regan, 72 through 8. Had a spare 1 in the 6th. Has the 5, 7, 10. She can't believe it either. Oh, what a shot! Wow, a spare! Team goes wild. 4 Western plus the 10. Sharon Britton. 2 spares in a row. 3 in the string, 3 in the last 4. Good try for Regan, won't go.
You said she's a bowler getting better with time. Right now we're seeing it just in this string alone.
I tell bowlers, watch out for Sharon Britton. If she sticks with it, she can be something special. Never a guarantee, obviously, just a prediction or just a way she bowls the game. Improving greatly. Again, being the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, starting September. If you want to bowl in the ACST, contact Danny Finn through Facebook or Brian Film and Music. It's Millis Matt. If you want to bowl in Maine, check with Matt Huff or Mark Weber. Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour going to Maine in September. Lots of live broadcasts as well on Facebook. Sharon 6 on the spare, 96 through 9. Deb has the 5 and the 8. 5 and the 8. Sharon's open. Be careful that wood up top.
Yeah, it looks more vertical than diagonal. This could be tough for Deb.
Look, oh, yes! 91 on the ball in the 10th. Britton, oh, a go! Oh, it's swirling and swirling. Where'd he go? 9, 105. Sharon Britton, you're one of 3 lady bowlers with Kate Finn, as Debbie gets 2 in a fill for a 93 string. You're one of 3 bowlers yourself, Kate Finn, and Faye Sawyer. What are your thoughts going to the ACST in September?
Very excited. Us women are going to dominate, and the men are going to see it.
We know talk is cheap, you know, right? So what are you doing? What has been working in your game? What are you trying to improve in your game?
Definitely throwing the ball out there a lot more, getting it out there more, and just throwing it out there, focusing on my game, nobody else's.
When you have a bad game, I see the frustration. How do you stay mentally tough during those droughts?
I say to myself, it's just a game. Go back in there and go at it. Your thing is you can't get frustrated. You can't get angry. You can't get pissed off. It is what it is. You can't. There's nothing you can change. You're on the head pin. There's nothing you can do. You got to go back and do it again.
Hey, good luck. Best of luck. Sharon Britton. Matt Soucy up there in lane 34. He's an explosive bowler. He's in the conference finals, the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, Northern Conference.
He just threw an explosive ball and Karamwaki off the sidewall, and it's halfway up the channel as we speak.
And picks up for a 10, 82 through 9. Meanwhile, Dave Chestercove on lane 33 has the 2 of the 5, 1 piece of wood. Looks like 2 pieces of wood for an angle. 1 for 10. And missed it for an 8, 78 through 9. We covered that Matt Soucy match live on Facebook. Plays one of Nate Lee's and Keith Beaupre. That's been a good match. Nate Lee's at 1 point, 60 and 10 in a 5-week stretch, the ACST. Nate Lee's won the very first ACST 4 years ago, first title. Soucy had been 2-1 split, 1-1 split now. Had to touch up the 4 box, a spare 2 in the 5th. He had a 184 the ACST earlier this year also. 150 as well. Very explosive, dangerous bowler as well. Good try. Chestercove the 1, the 8, and the 9, 2 pieces of wood. We're going to sign up after this match and come back with 3 more. With 3 more, with 4 more, right? 4 more. It's our second match.
Should be full.
Yeah. We're up sleep deprived this week. 4 more matches today. We had 5 on Friday, all on Spread Eagle Productions, 10 yesterday, already uploaded on Spread Eagle Productions. Check out the first match today. Clinic performance, absolute dominant performance by Scott Royce from Maine. 1-7-10 Hurricanes. 169, double strike 9. Chestercove, good try. These are the 9. Sarcastic clap. Soucy a 9, 91 string. Chestercove a 9, just 87 that string. 4 boxes to go. MGS Construction is going to win. Beaupre, 104 through 8.
See what happens.
Drops down 8, has the 4 and 7, 2 pieces of wood. Dave Hodge Mallahan, Hodgie, gets 4.
It's mathematical now, but like Paul mentions, we'll have another stream soon, so please like and follow Bowling Nerd Network on Facebook. Let you know when the next one is.
Beaupre spare, 114 the ball in the 9th. Start up with a strike and spare. And another spare in the 3rd box. At 57, his first 3 is 76 half. Hodgie an 8. 90 through 9. Top prize $10,000.
Sorry for the fumble on the scoreboard, but that's correct. 49 pin edge.
Brian Cole a strike off to our left on lane 32. Beaupre the bonus. First strike. Wants to go right turn Clyde, but it won't go. Big 9 Phil. 123 through 9. Check mark for Hodgie. Beaupre for another one. Yes. 133 a ball in the 10th. He's like a fine wine, getting better with age. Just turned 31 yesterday.
Absolutely incredible.
He's been a machine of late.
And on our last broadcast alone, we've seen both these teams before on previous broadcasts.
Hodge is open. Beaupre the bonus. Head pin bounce stick at 5. Ends up with a 138. Keith Beaupre, 7 for Hodge, 97 string, 2 boxes to go. Dean Sullivan, 91 through 8, as is Dan Legge. Jordan Britton. Real quick, Jordan Britton, talk about the Candlepin Corner podcast.
Yeah, so we're on Twitch. We'll be live actually probably tonight. I think it might be every Sunday that we go live. We'll talk about just whatever's happening. We'll definitely be talking about this and then whatever else is going on in the game. So twitch.tv/Candlepin Corner.
How can they subscribe and talk about Amazon Prime also?
Yeah, so if you have Amazon Prime, all you have to do is link it to your Twitch. It's really easy. You go to their settings.
Easy for most people, not like me.
Yeah, if you're even a little bit tech savvy, you'll be okay. But you just link your Amazon account to it, and then you go to our account and you hit subscribe, and it'll sign you right up. We almost lost Keith there, but yeah, it's really easy to link, and it's completely free. And all subs that we get this month, the profits are going to Candlepins for Cancer.
You're going to be in the ACST final tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night,
7 o'clock.
Tomorrow night, get
It's
excited.
Danny Finn.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. I like Danny a lot, so it'll be a fun match.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Hey,
See
Jordan
ya.
Britton, Candlepin Corner, tonight live.
Who doesn't like Danny?
8 for Dean Sullivan, 99 through 9. Dan Legge at 10, 101 through 9. Sullivan head pin, another split. Diamond plus the 7. Legge the 1 and the 4. Last box of the match. 4 more after this. We have 2 broadcasts on the next match. We're going to be covering Coca-Cola and Penny Lane, who are undefeated going to this last match. And Greg will take over here against Drywall Concepts and Bottom Shelf. Sullivan at 8, 99 string, Dan Legge 101. The final score, MGS Construction 537, New England Flooring and Backsplashes, owned by Dave Mallahan 475.
Last
With
call,
Greg Gouillart,
50-50,
Bob
go
Lee,
see
I'm Paul
Danny
Grant. See you in a
Finn.
few minutes.
Last
Thank you for
call
watching.
the 50-50.